equals and hash code?
Equals and hash code are both are used like if we don't give the proper definition so hash map will not work properly, and it affects its performance, because equals method is basically used to compare the entries and keys, whether these are equivalent or not. And if these are equivalent, it will override the values, right? Otherwise not. And hash code method is basically used to generate an index number. So the correct index number. So means divide the load properly. A proper hash code method must be written.
Okay, actually this is not right. And the okay, no issue. So because hash code is used to generate the integer numbers for the something
Yeah, but
integer numbers of the object.
ultimately that
By
integer
using
number.
by yes, by using the formula we can get the index.
Yeah, so ultimately we are getting the index number now. So that's why I said the
Yes,
last
but
step
the
to you.
whenever anyone will anyone will ask what is hashing, then this is not reply
No, no.
hashing
Actually, in the
the
starting,
index.
you ask now that exact answer
Yes.
you need. That's why I gave you the last step,
Okay.
last thing
No
only.
issue.
I can explain you the
What is
internal working
difference?
of hash map
What's
also.
difference between what is difference between GSet and hash set?
Preset and hash set. Uh, pre preset is basically used when we need some sorting in our data. So we can go for
Okay.
preset.
What for hash set?
Hash set, I think.
So
I'm
have you worked on Spring or
sorry.
Spring?
Yeah, I have worked on Spring.
What is the difference between at the rate controller and at the rate rest controller?
Uh, Actually, at the rate rest controller is uh, more specific term
About what?
uh, in terms of
More specific terms about what?
in terms of we define our controllers na. Everything is component, right? So in controllers we can define at the rate controller or at the rate rest controller. So controller is like less specific, but rest controller is more specific, and also it have some extra benefits also, like it handles the response maybe
There
in
is nothing something specific. It's only controller return the model and view. Okay, and at the rate controller is used with the rest controller. It's work as a controller plus at the response body. Okay, so it will convert the object into the JSON also. So okay, so next question
no no
is
no no
something.
I was saying this thing to you. I was saying this thing to you.
Okay, okay, no issue. Next question is mine. So what is dependency injection?
Dependency injection is like uh, in Spring na everything is auto wired, means if we have one class and in that class we have a lot of dependencies, right? So Spring will automatically inject those dependencies. So that is what dependency injection.
Okay, how can we achieve the dependency injection? So tell me one thing. Why we need dependency injection basically? What is the basic idea to introduce the
Mhm.
dependency
Yeah, yeah.
injection?
So because now if we see our applications and let's suppose I have one person any class, and that class independent can't work, right? They must be depending upon other classes. So Spring handles this automatic means allowing the means automatically populating the objects of those dependencies. So that's why it is required, so that developer can write the code instead of taking care of all these allocations and all.
Okay, okay. one last question from my side. What is the difference between function and stored procedure?
uh, Function and stored procedure. These are like I think stored procedures, and these are terms which are more specific to databases. Like in databases, we have procedures in PL/SQL and all.
Yes. So what is it is? I have database. I have stored procedure. So what is the use of stored procedure?
So this is also like a big programs actually in database. So
So
is
so anything in database like big program is procedure, right?
yeah, PL/SQL, I have written
So
many procedures and all.